This looks like some sort of extravagant hostage video. Hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. And if you're new here, my name is Brooke and I'm currently posting everything pregnancy related. If you're interested in anything like that, then please support my channel by subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. I'm currently 30 weeks pregnant, maybe 31, maybe even 32, I'm not sure. We kind of just got pregnant and I wasn't having any periods. I was still breastfeeding and I was just not even menstruating, so I don't know exactly when I conceived. And by the time I was able to see a doctor, I was already about 14 weeks pregnant, and I had measured ahead several times and behind, and there's no exact dating because any ultrasound after 12 weeks is not as accurate as anything before 12 weeks because genetics have made it into the baby size. So I have been told I'm due anywhere from February 28th to March 10th. I am currently experiencing a ton of painful round ligament pain. It's horrific. I'm gonna insert my dramatic clip now. Ow! Round ligament pain is bad! Oh my god, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. No, no! Ah! Oh, this is looking pornographic. I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, it's messed up. It literally feels like my muscle is ripping in half. It's really, really, really painful, like excruciatingly painful. And I try to like thug it out because I'm like, oh, labor is gonna be, you know, feeling pretty similar to this. It honestly feels like transition pains. Like that's the best way I can describe how severe my round ligament pain is it feels like I am between 7 or maybe like 8 to 10 centimeters dilated. I'm starting to get swelling a little bit in my feet, not so much in my feet, but in my hands where my veins start to really like bulge and get big and my fingers look like little salchichas or sausages. I've been feeling super lightheaded and like dizzy and like morning sickness every day has been coming back to me. But if I'm standing for long periods of time, it feels like my legs are just pulling full of blood and like getting big. It's kind of like that episode of SpongeBob. I'm pretty sure it was Squidward who ate all the Krabby Patties. That's how I feel. I had to change rooms because the little bench thing that I was sitting on is actually a coffee table. It was really uncomfortable. It was hurting me, so I came in here. So I was mentioning the swelling in my hands and how my veins get super huge and like bulgy and just uncomfortable. I'm also having a lot of pregnancy eczema. So where I always get really dry skins, I have OCD, so I have an obsessive, like hand washing. I wash my hands sometimes like 60, 70, I don't even count anymore because it's just a part of who I am, times a day. But especially now during winter and when I'm pregnant, my hands really start to crack. And so I've got like split knuckles and just skin that won't get hydrated. And it's also, I think I've shown before, radiated through my arms and onto my nipples. So I'm not going to show you that, but my left nipple actually just healed. It was like cracked. Quiet, okay? It was cracked and really uncomfortable and itchy at the same time. So careful. It was really hard to let it heal when it was so itchy, and I kept wanting to like scratch and like rip it off down there, so I just was kind of pinching them because I didn't want to like scratch and break the skin anymore. And I think that still kind of fucked me up. Hey, are snakes spooky?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I'm starting to feel the baby move a ton more. I'm just kind of skipping around, but when we were talking right now, when I was talking to my son, I could feel him kicking around. It made me think, I feel him move I feel him move all the time, like all day long. He's kicking, moving, he's super active. Of course, like every other fetus, it's probably like before bed. And in the mornings when I wake up, sometimes around 4 in the morning, he'll wake me up out of my sleep. And then he's just kicking for like an hour or two. He's super active. I don't think I've ever had such an active baby, you know, or fetus. So it's kind of crazy. I'm really hoping that like this whole lightheaded phase, and like I thought maybe I had vertigo or something happening, because I've almost like tipped over or like stumbled or passed out several times just out of nowhere. Like I literally will just get tunnel vision and start to feel super sick, and like my neck starts to feel really like stressed, and then I want to pass out. I can honestly say that this pregnancy has to be like the only one I've ever experienced where I have a decline in sex drive. It just doesn't sound good. Like, I mean, sometimes it does, but it's just not really something that I'm looking for. Whereas before I was looking for it. I just can't even record a quiet video, so I gave up. Okay. I gave up on it because I was never able to upload anymore, because I was constantly trying to quiet the house, and there's just no way. It's just impossible. So. Hi. I can't even record quiet. I try to like go in different places to get a quiet video, and it just doesn't even.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
You doing a video here?
Yes, I had to move from our room over here because it's hella loud.
Background.
I can hear you shitting. I know.
You heard me shooting?
Yeah. You were hella farting.
You love that.
No, I don't. Stupid. I just can't catch a break. I like seriously can't. There's so many people. What, we have like 8 people in this house plus a dog. This will be baby number 9. Well, human number 9 in the house. We got lizards. Like, I just can't. Like, I kind of want to get a bird because they're very like therapeutic for me, but that's just more shit to clean up, and I can't deal with it. Oh God, I'm like super overwhelmed. Very overwhelmed, and I can't breathe half the time. I feel so fat. That pregnancy kind of causes extremely vivid dreams, and I just don't know if it's to blame like the house and like the house being a little bit more active, or if it's just my pregnancy hormones, along with my mental illness. I've got a bunch of stuff going on, and just a huge life change. There's been a lot of life changes for me in the past year. So past 2 years, 3 years, things that I never expected to happen in my life have happened. So yeah, this is like a huge awakening and life-changing time for me, which is crazy. And I just can't tell really what's going on. If it's spiritual, I think all of it is spiritual, but you know, like outside spirits connecting to me or visiting or whatever, or if it's just my own gain that's happening, enlightenment. Anyways, so that's another thing, is extremely vivid dreams. Like 2 weeks ago, I was sobbing, like literally sobbing so hard in my sleep. Of course, it was because my love was cheating on me, and he was like bringing this girl to the house, and he was like, he was like, oh, this is whatever her name was. I can't remember that bitch's name. Whatever her name is, like, is this who I'm gonna be taking out now? Like, you think she's pretty? Do you like her? Like, do you think we look good together? He doesn't even talk like that. Like, that's not even his vocabulary. So it was all my own stuff going on, and I was sobbing, like, to the point of waking myself up crying hard. And I just laid there and cried for like a few minutes, and then realized, okay, wait, that was just a dream, but it felt so real. And then the next night, something similar. Can't remember the dream, but I'm sure that it was related to Freddie. And I just cried. I just laid there and cried. And I was like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? And the bad dreams, like the bad dreams about your kids and family members and stuff. Horrible. Really horrible dreams. I'm not a fan. I'm hoping, because I had postpartum depression with my last baby, with Juju, I'm hoping that I have cried enough this pregnancy to where I won't have to cry anymore when this baby's born, and that he just comes out and I'm like, like happy. I've been such a crybaby. You see my new necklace that I got with the bee on it? Where is it? Oh, it's this one. They're all tangled. I cried for this necklace. And I'm not that kind of girl. I don't like throw a fit and cry, and like I did though. And I got it, so horrible. Oh my gosh. I'm just now starting to get the, I'm too short. I'm too short. Oh, oh. Okay. Maybe just a little bit of the linea negra, but not very much. I think I noticed it down here kind of too. Yeah, huh? I hurt myself with the pregnancy tape that I recommend all the time. Yeah, I ended up peeling my skin off. Anytime I start to get lightheaded or like out of breath, I can feel it in my neck and behind my ears, just like, that has to be that good old increase in blood volume, right? Damn. And I have arrhythmia and like low blood pressure and like a heart murmur, so I'm pretty sure my heart is like, bitch, just over time. You didn't lose your baby weight from the last baby, then you gained that whole COVID-15, and now you're pregnant again. Like, what's going on? My heart's probably like I'm having hella food aversions again. I don't want to eat, like, things just sound gross, and I'm a chocolate girl. Like, I love chocolate. It makes me really sick to my stomach. And I've been thinking, you know, there's like that thing where like they say chocolate makes you happy, eat some chocolate, like, it gets you, like, it chemically gets you happy. So I'm like, let me just happy on up and have some chocolate, and like want to force myself to eat it, and then I eat it and I'm like, ugh, it was a bad choice, didn't even taste good, makes me feel sweaty after. I just don't like chocolate at all. Like, at all right now, and it's weird because I love it normally. I just want to eat like a lot of fresh fruit, and I indulged and had fresh fruit and tahini, and I was thinking like, okay, the tahini is gonna give me a lot of salt, so I'm gonna swell. I swelled bad the next day, so I can't do that anymore. Like, I need to avoid salts. Excuse me. I've been farting and burping a lot. It's really uncomfortable. Like, I actually farted the other night and it hurt. When it came out, it hurt. Like, it was that kind of fart, the painful ones. Not like hurt the stomach, it hurt my butthole. Weird. It's probably a little too much. No judgment. I mentioned in my last video that my nose is swelling, and it is. It's hella swelling, and it's just gonna keep getting bigger. Like, watch, at the end of this pregnancy, it's going to be hella swole. And that's when I know that the baby's like ready. When my nose starts to get like to its biggest capacity and a little bit pink. It's running now because I'm talking about it. It's crying. It's like, don't do me like that. It starts to get really big. And I have hella contour on right now, so you probably can't tell, but it's big. I started leaking a little bit last night. Took a hot shower, and then when I got out, I felt very engorged. And I just stopped breastfeeding maybe 4 months ago, 3-4 months ago. I was finally able to fully wean Juju. So I'm sure that the milk, and with the pregnancy, who knows, like, there's some science behind it that majority of the women, once they hit 20 to 25 weeks pregnant, the milk will actually dry up. This baby's kicking the shit out of me. But some people are still able to nurse all the way through. I stopped. I was done. Like, it was starting to cross that line of just discomfort for me. And now I don't want any contact on there. So I'm like, I hope this goes away by the time the next baby's born, because it was actually making me feel disgusted when I was nursing. And I don't want that. I don't want that at all. But yeah, I could feel a bit of engorgement, and I just, you know, give a good little, you know, and I have colostrum. So that's exciting, right? Everybody wants to be able to like breastfeed successfully and have their milk come in. It's always a struggle when you have this new baby and you have no milk, or your supply takes the full week to come in, and you don't even really have that colostrum, so your baby's super hungry and fussy, and you're trying to give formula to make sure baby's weight doesn't drop too much. Is very overwhelming. So seeing that I have a little bit of colostrum already coming out, I'm like, this is awesome. I hope that I'm able to produce a lot of milk for this baby. Pubic pain. I always try to crack it. Sometimes it'll pop on its own if I just move it good. I'm talking about my coochie, by the way. I can't go from sitting on the floor to standing. It freaking hurts. It's so painful for me. I've been trying to like shave, and it's hard. Like, that's like a no-go zone, no-fly zone. You just can't do it. It's impossible. It's impossible for me right now. I can't even see. I can't even see it. So I'm struggling to just shave the upper half of my legs because the bottom is already a stretch. My toes look like shit. If somebody wants to treat me to a pedicure, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it because my nails look like shit. I went to San Diego a few months ago. I think I was like 5 months pregnant, and that's when I was able to do my last pedicure because I have all this stuff here at home. I just can't reach my feet like that anymore. It's depressing. And to just think that I have to go another 8 to 10 weeks is insane. I just can't even imagine getting that much bigger with this amount of pressure on my pelvic bones and my hips. I can't get out of bed at night. I'm constantly peeing already. There's so much pressure. Oh my gosh. That's another thing. Like, we got a new bed because I was complaining so much about the one that we had. We needed a new bed anyways. And it's like the adjustable bed, so it looks like one of those big hospital beds. It's really unsightly, but it's super comfortable. But it adjusts on the top and the bottom so that you can, like, you know, get real cozy in there. And I can't get out of it at night. Not at all. Not at all. Super thirsty at nighttime too, so like I want to drink a lot and then pee a lot, and I'm like, oh, don't do this. Like, then I wake up hella thirsty, and I think that's what's causing the dehydration or like the dizzy spells the next day, which makes me think of the Braxton hicks. You get like controversial advice about it. Like, some people say, oh, you should get them, you know, 4 to 5 times a day, and if you are getting them that frequently, that you're probably dehydrated or you need to like rest. So then what's actually normal? Also, this being my 5th pregnancy, I think it's going to be more common for me, and I always have a lot of Braxton hicks, but I probably get them like once every hour. So, and I know that it's not preterm labor or anything like that. I just know what to expect already way too much. It's just, even if I'm like pushing on my stomach a lot, or if he's kicking a lot, I will trigger a Braxton hicks. That's just the way it's always been with every pregnancy. So I've been experiencing a ton of those. Pretty sure I mentioned the gas already, but yeah, there's a lot of that too. You know, I feel bad for everybody in my house. I want to know how prepared people are for their babies that are 30 weeks pregnant. I'd seen that you should start getting, not really worried about packing your hospital bag yet, but getting items for it. Like, to be more budget or like, you know, wise about the spending. So much drama. I don't have anything yet. We bought him like, I don't know, maybe like $150 in clothes, like for the first like 0 to 3, maybe some 3 to 6 months items, and that's about it. I bought a couple packs of diapers, and that's it. So I need to start getting ready for him. I need to start preparing myself and my own things. Man, I keep saying we're gonna get a deep freezer so that I can like prep some foods, or we have like the garden outside and there's like things going, and I wanted to get into canning. There's just a lot of stuff that I want to get into right now, like kind of homesteading, and I haven't really done any of it because I'm so exhausted all the time. I sleep pretty good though. Besides peeing, I'm able to fall right back to sleep. The other day I did experience some insomnia where I woke up at 4 a.m. and I was just up. This was on Christmas morning. Couldn't go back to sleep after that. That was really annoying for me. But I just went back to sleep that night and I was good, you know? I felt really good. I didn't get cranky or anything either, which was awesome for the people around me. That's it. I don't got anything else. I try to be very thorough this time because I'm usually like, I'm fine, I'm not complaining. But then I realized that I'm actually not that fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's deeper than that. Anyways, we'll show the belly. Oh, it's all shiny. I really, really think that I'm cute this pregnancy. Like, I'm not even mad at it. Normally, I'm not comfortable in my body when I'm pregnant, but I feel like I'm just all freaking belly in front. Like, I haven't really widened. Definitely a boy pregnancy. Like that midwife's belly where they say that you carry forward with the boy and wider with the girl. All forward. Yep. Okay. My belly button popped out. I just noticed that. Might as well stretch while I'm here, huh? I bought the red raspberry leaf tea. And I'm gonna start drinking that. I started drinking it at like 27 weeks because with Juju they recommended drinking it at 27 weeks. And I would just have like 1 cup a day and only steep it or brew it for like 2 minutes. So it wasn't even at its full potency. But I was like, since I've been having so many frequent Braxton hicks, I'm gonna wait a little bit. So I'm gonna start making cups again now. And I'm always eating dates, so. Oh my God, I can't breathe. That's nothing that I'm gonna like change. I eat maybe 6 dates a day. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna start drinking the traditional medicines, the red raspberry leaf tea. And that's pretty much it. Just stretching it out. I mean, not it, I'm not using evening primrose oil or whatever. I'm just, it's not bad, I'm not stretching it out. I don't want anything to stretch out. Okay, well, that's it for this video. If you could relate, you want to comment, feel free to comment. I always comment back. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, thank you for watching.